This might be the most accurate Battlefront 2 tier list on villains ever made, because I'm not basing them on how they look or, the vibe of them. I'm basing them on how they perform in a real match. Up first, we have one of the most controversially hated and loved characters in this game, which is Darth Vader. We're going to be going over combat power, survivability, mobility, and pressure. Combat power, I mean, his abilities are unbelievable. The focus rage that gives him extra health and gives him extra damage if you choose the cards for it. The choke, which is amazing at breaking up a fight and does 50% longer if you have the card for it. Even base Vader does an unbelievable amount of things. And the lightsaber throw, don't even get me started on the distance with the 50% extra. It's phenomenal. His survivability, 900 health if you have the card for it, 800 base. He's unbelievable. He's not a super carded character as people say he is. Even base Vader is unbelievable. There's nothing really bad to say about him and his mobility and pressure. He is one of the slower lightsaber users, but that is so benign when it comes to his damage and his kit. Based off of the things that I said and even more, he easily goes into S tier, and you're going to be like, oh, but he's a carded character. Every character's cards makes them better. Base kit Vader's nuts. Carded Vader is nuts. Hence S tier. Moving right along, we have General Grievous. I myself love General Grievous. I think that he's a very balanced character, but they did leave him with a couple glitches before they left the game. I'm talking about the devs. He has a few glitches that are a little bit cheesy, like the bunny hop and the thrust glitching, etc. But his combat power and abilities and damage are phenomenal. The claw rush, unrelenting, I can't lie, is really bad. I think it's a fun gimmick. But claw rush and thrust are phenomenal just in every single situation that there is, to be honest with you. Survivability, he has decent health, but if you're a blaster, you're gonna slime him. Even if you don't have the card that drains his stamina, he is booty butt against blasters. And mobility wise, as I said, claw rush for him is just undeniably amazing. The damage that stuns them and throws them around like a ragdoll is just so OP. He's amazing for 1v1s, especially if you've mastered the little glitch that is the bunny hopping with him. Very difficult to do, but once you've mastered it, it helps so much in a fight. General Grievous will have to have a fine addition to his collection in A tier, because the only reason he's not in S tier is because of his blaster fire deflection that I talked about. You have to be very clinical whenever you're attacking blaster fire people, because if he gets more than 2 shots on his lightsaber deflection, his stamina's gone. And he's cooked. And then he claw rushes away. So that's why he's going to have to be in A tier for me. Up next, we have Freak Bosque. I think Bosque is unbeatable when it comes to Supremacy or Galactic Assault. I think that he needs to stay away from heroes versus villains. The only time I ever get frustrated with a Bosque in heroes versus villains is whenever they're camping in the back of the map with all their buddies and tanks protecting them. Sure, viable strat, but are they good on their own, which is what we're doing? No. In heroes versus villains, Bosque is lackluster. His mobility is trash. His rolls are trash compared to those like Leia or Han Solo, but his kit's specifically, in my opinion, meant for trooper assault. Because of his trip mines, because of his gas grenade, because of Thumper Predator mode. I mean, all of it caters towards Trooper Killer, so that's where I would have to put him. In all honesty, I think that Bosque is an amazing character for Galactic Assault and Supremacy and that kind of thing. He's a Trooper Killer. His entire kit is catered towards killing troops. But he's going to have to go into B tier for me, closer to C, but he stays in B because of how good he is at killing troopers. Just because if he goes against any hero with a lightsaber, he's cooked if he doesn't have teammates to reinforce him. Up next, we have Darth Maul, and Darth Maul to me is a special case just because his mobility is such an asset for all of his gameplay, but what is he without it? 1v1s or in Supremacy. Supremacy, I think he's phenomenal if played right. Obviously, if you push in with Darth Maul and you don't have a dash on you, you're dead. But in HVV, he is the pressure king. He dashes in and out of combat. He can use the force choke to break up a fight, but his only problem, in my honest opinion, is going to be his health. Just because he is the lowest health lightsaber user in the game at 700 HP, Kylo's up next with 750. I think it's a problem when it comes to sustainability over a long period of time because he does not have that health regen like some of the other heroes and villains do. And for those reasons, I do believe that he deserves an A. He's amazing on Supremacy and Galactic Assault if played right, being able to dash in and out of combat. On heroes versus villains, he's an absolute menace. Dashing in and out, once again, you're not able to kill him because he can't stay still for more than half a second, and he gets dash damage, lightsaber throw, the lightsaber throw choke combo. I mean, he's a great character, so I'd have to put him at A tier. Up next, we have the wrinkly nutsack that is Emperor Palpatine. In my opinion, he's one of the most overpowered and broken characters in the game. Whether carded or uncarded, he is unbeatable in a lot of facets, whether it be his distance that he can keep with how far his lightning reaches, whether it be the infinite dodge rolls into the abyss that he can do every half a second. Everything about him is unbelievable. Sustainability is not as great, but he can get crazy health regen. Just in general, his attack damage is crazy on troops and heroes and villains. I mean, what else is there? He's OP. Putting aside my hatred, I have to be honest, he's S tier. You're like, oh, but I can't either. I can't stand Palpatines. But they're S tier. Trooper killing abilities, S tier. Hero killing abilities, S tier. Pressure, S tier. I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter. He's overpowered across the board. His dodge roll that shoots 80 feet into the air. I mean, what do you do about it? He's S tier. Up next, we have Count Drip, which is Count Dooku. I absolutely love Count Dooku. His combat / abilities and damage output are S tier. You have a 3-card combo that can 3-hit someone from full HP. He's unbelievable. His damage output is absolutely sickening, but he's an amazing duelist. 1v1s are very scary if they're a good Dooku in any capacity. Survivability, kind of a low HP character. He's 750, the same as Kylo Ren. And mobility and pressure is pretty good, I'd say. His mobility is not lackluster. He has a good dodge. Very good at pressure, I'd say, just because of the fact that he has the duelist, he has the lightning. You can slow down your enemy, make them vulnerable. He's a great character for that kind of thing in general. I think for the reasons listed, I think he deserves A tier. A lower side A tier would be my estimate, just because he's not very good against troops like Galactic Assault or Supremacy. He doesn't have a kit that's meant for it of getting in and out quick, or being able to dib out a bunch of damage and then run away. He's meant for 1v1s, as his ability Duelist implies. But he's a sickeningly high damage character, which is why he stays in the A tier for sure. Up next, we have Iden Versio. Iden Versio is very annoying to deal with in Heroes vs. Villains, especially if she's being tanked for. Her abilities aren't necessarily meant for Heroes vs. Villains, but they work very well for Heroes vs. Villains. She's amazing for taking out low health characters with her secondary fire. That is the most OP thing in the game. Her F ability is okay. It's more meant for Galactic Assault and Supremacy, which is her shield bubble. And then her charge rifle is good for long distance, but she's a little bit more of a rat player when it comes to Heroes vs. Villains. But on Galactic Assault and Supremacy, phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Stay at the back of the map, rack up a bunch of kills. I will say that her health and mobility are lackluster as well. Very small amount of HP, only 50 more than Bosque, and her mobility is buns. Alright, it's terrible. I think she sits comfortably in a C tier. I think the reason she's not a B tier is mobility. Bosque at least is able to jump on high places, unlike Iden, who can only run at a minimal pace. And she does have a good kit, though. I think she's more catered towards Supremacy and Galactic like Bosque as well. I just don't think her kit is as strong as Bosque's in some regards. The only thing that saves her, literally the only thing that saves her, is her secondary fire. Up next, we have someone who I think is severely underrated, which is Kylo Ren. I think that his abilities and damage output are amazing. When it comes to his freeze, being right into the frenzy attack from an unbelievable distance, or his pull dominance to close the distance, I think they all work very synchronistically together. And then there's his survivability. He has 750 health, which isn't a lot, but it's better than some. His mobility and pressure is also unbelievable. He is wicked fast when it comes to his dodge ability. I mean, it's crazy. He's just a great character overall who I think needs to be utilized better and played more. And don't forget about the fact that when he activates Frenzy, he takes less damage. For all the reasons that I stated, I believe that Kylo Ren deserves a very high tier A, very close on the precipice of an S tier, but for some reason something in me is like he can't be an S tier. I'm not sure what it is about his abilities, but something isn't allowing me to be like, yeah, he's an S tier, but I think he sits comfortably at a high A tier. Up next is going to be the most controversial one I've talked about so far, which is Captain Phasma. You're not going to like this, but she's going to be high up on the tier list because of her damage and her abilities. Her quarterstaff on the last hit does bonus damage. Nobody ever uses that. It's amazing. Her shock turret, as annoying as it is, trust me, I hate playing against Phasmas. Phenomenal. Supremacy and Galactic Assault. She is absolutely amazing and shines in the back of the map like a star. The longer you shoot her gun, the more accurate it gets, and whenever you overheat it to shoot as long as you want, it's nuts. Survivability is crazy, once again, because of the turret and her boost in HP she can get with her survivor ability. I mean, she's just a crazy character overall. You're not going to like to hear this, but I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can be. I think she belongs in low tier, low tier, but still in the A tier. Just because of the simple fact that she has crazy survivability, her extra boost in health, her quarterstaff, her gun's accuracy over time, her turret that shocks. I mean, she's a great character. As annoying as she is to play against, she's just a solid pick. Up next, we have the travesty that is Boba Fett. Moving right on to the damage and abilities. Abilities are pretty lackluster in my opinion. I think it would have been really cool if they had added the missile on his back to actually be fired instead of a rocket barrage. Rocket barrage is okay, I guess. They reduced a bunch of the card's abilities because they said it was too good back in the day, so which is a load of horsewash because he's garbage. His damage with the EE3 is so minimal. I mean, it's pitiful. He does like no damage unless you get all headshots consistently, which nobody is doing. Mobility and pressure. Pressure is pretty good. He is very annoying. He can constantly fly around and do everything that he wants, and you'll never be able to touch him. But you'll also never be able to get a kill as him. And then you've got his health, which is the lowest in the game out of all of the heroes and villains. I mean, it's so sad. It's so pitifully low. I think they did him dirty. It pains me to say so. I think he definitely belongs in C tier just because he is not a good character to play. He does low damage. He has crazy low health. Yeah, he's good at mobility and he has good pressure, but his damage output is just so negligible. In Galactic Assault and Supremacy, I guess he's okay, but if you get caught in a bad place in any way, shape, and form, you're dead. I think they did him really dirty because he doesn't have any type of alternate fire like Iden Versio or Bosque. He's just kind of lame and it makes me sad. And for the last one, we have the roly-poly of Doom and Despair. He does no damage. He's good at annoying people and keeping them in place for a few seconds for his teammates to try to do damage. He has a smoke screen, I guess that's cool. He revamps abilities quicker and kind of heals his teammates. And then he has this shocky thing that throws people everywhere. This is such a nothing burger of a character that they brought out because they were desperate to get anything out that they could. I think that he is a terrible little guy. I feel bad for him because I guess he could have been cool, kind of like Chopper from Rebels, but I mean, he's just so bad. I really do feel bad putting him in this place because I think he's cute, but he is so D tier. Even in Galactic Assault or Supremacy, yeah, you'll be able to squeak out a few kills, get behind enemy lines, and be like, wow, I just got 3 kills. Compared to even BB-8, he's negligible and mediocre at best. He's just kind of a nothing burger character who I think was thrown out quickly so that they could say that they brought out a new hero or a new villain. I mean, it's just kind of lame. Looking at it now, I can definitely tell this is going to make some people angry, but tell me what you agree with, tell me what you disagree with, tell me thoughts that you have about it. I want to hear what you have to say because I like a conversation. I like talking to you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a sub. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you soon.